Okay, Rusty Nails was asking me how I did an editing thing on here. So, Rusty, I'm just making a video because I tried to start typing it and I realized I probably can't explain it. James and Katie are asleep and I was just kind of sitting around and the file is still open. So, yeah, he's got a question. When you're changing the video scale, how do you make it so smooth? Whenever I keyframe, it always starts slow and jarringly. I asked if he was talking about the speed rate or like the position and scale. He said it's on the weekly dumb clip. So I have it open to see how I did it. And if you're like a professional editor out there, there's probably different ways to do this. Sometimes I use a hammer and a nail instead of a, power drill. But this is, so like in the vlog I made, the purple section is all the weekly dumb stuff. Up here we have the program monitor. I'll get rid of this little marker. I'll get rid of the text too, so we can see it. And then up here on the left, you have the effects controls, so you can see all the keyframing I did. It's cropped in a ton. It's at 320 up here up here. Let me make this wider. Let's see. So yeah, it's into 320, and then I keyframed it to the ball going really fast, and then when I wanted to come out a little bit so I can see the ball hit the tree. So this is all just keyframing. I'm not sure if you're asking about that. And then I came out to its widest point. And then I zoomed into Jake because he I say, "Welp." And Jake kind of does a smirk. You can see the audio wave down here where he kind of smirks. And then you can see that the audio is going to change there. He does a little laugh down here. We're looking. I say, turn it up so you guys can hear it. You know what? I'll make it so that it's recording out of the. Now you'll be able to hear it.
I'm Blue. My name is.
So I changed the audio, right? I can change the color so it's easier. The audio changes. This audio is the next audio I wanted. This over here.
I'm Blue.
I left the video running. It's called a J cut, so I can hear Jay kind of giggling. And then I keyframed straight down to the elves on the shelf because I wanted to use those as a little like fixated transition because this audio doesn't sync with anything, I think. And then I went down here. Oh, yeah, I wanted to get Jake doing his intro. So that's like a... What the fuck? So that's a jump cut right there. So from here to there, you see Jake in the background. But I was trying to make the eyes focus on the elves to distract the jump cut a little bit. So that's a jump cut. And then I keyframe back up to Jake to show him do that as I introduce him.
His name is Jake, and this.
And then I believe this is what you're asking about. Now it goes into speed. And if you see... That's at 10,000% rate. And I opened that up by hitting Command R. And this is also at 9,999, pretty close to 10,000. And on this one, oh, that's kind of a mess up. I think it's supposed to be smoother than that. I don't know. That's a mistake right there. It shouldn't have that little chunk. This chunk seems to be off. But anyway, how I did this was I took the entire rest of the show because I wanted to get to here so it's seamless when it comes out and the audio is good again.
This jacket looks bigger.
So really how I probably back channeled this was if I hit A and I move all this over and we see that, okay, I have this.
I'm Blue. My name is
I want regular audio and regular speed on the video to show Jake laugh at that.
His name is Jake, and this is the Weekly Dumb.
It's kind of the intro there. So if I do this at its normal speed, the whole video, like it's probably so long it messes everything up. Again, I just hit Command R. And we'll do 100%. That's normal. That's still so long it's messing. It's going to get into the rest. This is the least organized editing tutorial or video ever. Sorry about that. Yeah, so this is in real time, and it's that long. So what I do is, if I know I want it to start again here, but I only have this much audio, like I want it there. Basically, you want to take this video that's at 100% and this long, and you want to make it just that short. I hit R on the keyboard, or this tool, the rate stretch tool, and I'll just make it whatever it needs to be to fit. I'll go backwards that way. I just scale it in, and that happened to be 9,998 speed, and then I ripple delete that, and then it's that space. But if I wanted, this much of the audio.
James, I went to a comedy show, pop-up comedy show.
If I wanted it to end there, then I would just hit R, speed rate, and I drag it to there, and that would be the rate.
How are you doing? How was your weekend?
And then once I have the frame rate that I want, that fits the audio pass or fits how long I want it to be, I will keyframe it again. So obviously we started wide, that's at 100% and normal, and we ended up on me because I wanted to get to me being dumb. I don't know if that helps. I hope it helps a little bit. That's how I do it a lot of times. I wonder if there's another example of frame rate. Because I play with that a lot. A lot of the commuting videos are, let me see if I can find one. Yeah, okay, so this is another example of how I do it. I had this song that was playing. That was playing as I was driving my car, and I just kept the song. So this is attached to a video of me driving, but I just kept the song as the underbed, and I took this video of me cleaning off the dashboard, and that is at 416%. But the next one of me driving is at 3,966. And what I'm doing there is literally just finding like beats in the song. That's not really a beat. Maybe I wanted Runner when the car started, but I think I played with it more. I wanted, so here I wanted the lyric 1 foot in front of the other to come in when I was walking, not when I was driving. So I just find where I want the clip to change, and then I take the R tool and I make the rate that. And then, so like, window, there's a new lyric coming. So this stretch right here was just, I wanted those lyrics for that. So I rate stretched it to fit that. So I work backwards where I find like what feels normal or what feels too slow. A lot of times I'll try to make clips match and be the same. If I go to the warehouse, there's some small ones here. No, I'll go to the warehouse. I did this at the warehouse. Where the heck is the warehouse footage? So a lot of times these clips are going to be maybe the same length. If I put this as this is the words on the screen, but if I just use it as a guide, see, the next one is the same length. And then the next one, I probably went there, but it was more exciting, so I kept it going because it was natural. But usually I try, because then you kind of find a rhythm of like, it feels like a montage.
One! Next one! It worked!
So that's not speed rate, but that's just trying to keep clips the same length so they feel like they keep moving. Do I have another speed rate that I did? Oh, like this. This is when we were building moving my son's room.
Goodness, the emphatic call by umpire.
But I just wanted to be able to get the audio underneath of Rose calling it. So like this is 4,600. Basically, I just do R and then I slide it. Like if I really didn't want, if I wanted Rose's voice, which I kind of want now, if I was to do a double pass, I would want Rose's voice, which is here, to go straight into my first words here. I think that's sometimes better to have it just like I like sometimes like no breathing room. It goes right into the next. So I probably would have done something like, where'd the other? Probably would have frame rated this R to stop there. Slid all these over to right before I talk. And so we just messed with the speed. Put baby James to bed. Kind of wish I did that instead, but whatever. I don't know if this was helpful at all or not, but really I think the very quick answer is rate stretch tool, which is just R. And then I find the gap I want, and then I make it that gap.